You're not educating shit. This is fucking propaganda. What are you gonna do? Like anti-trans next? Is that what you're gonna do next?
I mean, no, we're talking about abortion.
This is bullshit. This is violent. You're triggering my students.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
No, you're not. Because you can't even have a fucking baby. So you don't even know what that is. You don't even know what this is. Get this shit the fuck out of here, yo. Fuck this shit.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. You saw the intro. We got to talk about this lunatic professor. Yes, this woman right here is a professor. She taught at Hunter College in New York City. However, she's been relieved of her duties after her actions, which we saw in the intro. But not only that, there's a video that I'm going to show you guys shortly where the New York Post decided to show up to her house and question her about the viral video. And she proceeded to flip out on them as well. She put a machete to one of the reporters' necks, and she chased one of them down the street and around a car. Just absolute craziness. So we're about to get into this. I think it's funny, before I start, I think it's funny, you know, we never really see viral videos of conservative teachers or conservative students doing things like this to, you know, progressive students, attempting to stop them from their right to presentation, their right to free speech, their right to protest. We never really see that from the right to the left. However, you always see viral videos like this of people who are on the left towards people who are conservatives. And you would think, you know, if your idea, your way of thinking, your politics, whatever, you would think if it's right, you wouldn't have to lash out and do things like this. But it's just par for the course, really. This is nothing new. I think if you are a conservative person, this behavior isn't really surprising. However, from a teacher, from a professor, it really is a shame. But we're about to get into this. The kid who was assaulted, one of them, this guy right here in the red shirt, showed up on Fox to talk to Laura Ingraham. So we're about to get into this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while we're watching. Now let's roll it.
You're not educating. This is propaganda. What are you gonna do? Like anti-trans next? Is that what you're gonna do next?
I mean, no, we're talking about abortion.
This is bull. This is violent. You're triggering my students.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
No, you're not. Because you can't even have a baby. So you don't even know what that is. You don't even know what this is. Get this out of here, yo. This
Well, why are you gonna assume he can't have a baby? He could. Nah, let me not. Let me not even go there.
Unbelievable. Joining me exclusively is the student you just saw, Patrick Ruby. He's a rising junior at Hunter College. Patrick, what set her off in your display? Now, this is a professor at the college. What is she a professor of, first of all? Or do you know?
I'm not sure exactly what she's a professor of. She's in the arts department.
Oh, shocking.
Other than that.
Oh, that could be anything.
Okay. Yeah. So what was she so offended by?
I think she was mostly offended by our general presence on campus. Our tabling was mainly about chemical abortions and the harms of chemical abortions for mothers and for the children involved. But I don't know if she looked at our supplies before she came and started to berate us.
Now, we reached out to the dear professor. We did not hear back. But we did get a statement from Hunter College saying they take this matter very seriously. The provost has opened an investigation into the professor's actions. An investigation? You have the videotape. What do you need an investigation? She called you guys violent. Then she violently cleared your table like a 2-year-old. Her grammar wasn't so hot, and her language was, profane. I can't imagine if that was some type of, I don't know, trans table and some conservative professor, if they still exist, came into the same thing. Can you imagine what the college, they would be locking Hunter College down in protest tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Patrick, an hour after that happened, a student actually stole a model that you had from your table. It was a fetal model. And then it came back after, it came back in what type of shape? I mean, I'm not trying to make something out of nothing here, but this is pretty gross. Here, well, actually, we'll play the soundbite. Here it goes.
Bye, girl. Kill yourself. This is the daily life of what it's like to just be pro-life on a college campus today.
Yep, that's just the good old left being loving and tolerant as usual. As far as the teacher's concerned, it really is a shame. I mean, like Laura Ingraham did say, I mean, the irony, you say that you telling these kids that their presence and their presentation is violence and is triggering students. However, you actually proceed to be violent towards them, throwing their stuff around, flipping things off their table. You know, it's setting a bad example for the kids at the college. I mean, if professors could do stuff like that, how do you expect the kids to act? You know, how do you expect the kids to act when the professors are supposed to be, at least to some extent, some sort of role model? So how are the students supposed to act when professors could go around and flip things off tables of people who they don't agree with? I don't understand how you go to be a professor at a college. Did you expect nobody at the college to be conservative? Did you expect nobody at the college to be pro-life? Did you expect to never see a pro-life presentation? I mean, never to see a conservative presentation? I mean, if you have disagreements, if you disagree with what they're saying, talk about it. Speak about it. Challenge the ideas if that's what you want to do so badly. But, you know, it's a right way and a wrong way to do things.
So kind of tried to mutilate your little, you know, exhibits.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that student had come along when we were tabling, and it's my understanding that she did not say anything before she proceeded to take 2 of our fetal models and put them in her mouth and start to chew them in front of us.
What?
And then, yes.
Oh my God.
So she chewed them in her mouth and then left. But then she came back and returned our fetal models, except she had colored red all over them and come up with a sign calling us fascists. And
yeah, and said die. She also said die, which kind of fits for the pro-abortion.
Yeah, definitely told them to go die, go kill yourself. Like, it just makes no sense. And, you know, speech is apparently violence to people like this. Like, these are the people that need to be protected from violent speech and violent ideas, but they going around doing violent things to other people. Telling other people to kill themselves and to go die. You know, like, where's the love and the tolerance in there in any of that, bro? It's just not there. It's not there. You know, these people need help. These kids need help. Seriously, they need Jesus. Let's take a look here at the professor threatening the reporters from the New York Post when they knocked on her door. Let's take a look.
Get the away from my door.
Let's get out of here. You can't do that.
Get the away from my door. Get the away from my door.
Let's get out of here.
Get the away from my door.
Now that's a machete, and that's how she answers her door apparently. They probably knocked and said, "Hello, we're from the New York Post." I mean, I'd imagine they might have said, if she pulls up with a machete for random people who don't announce that they're from the New York Post, that's interesting. If that's what she's doing, she needs some help. I would argue she needs help anyways. I mean, she's threatening people with machetes, flipping out on students, and chasing people down the street. But you saw that. So that was how it started. And let's take a look at how it ends right here. Let's take a look at this. This video has no sound, by the way. So they leave the house, they laugh, and they're like, "Oh, you know what, man, this woman is crazy." You can see this guy. He's like, "Yeah, she's crazy." And he noticed that he clocked that they being followed. Amazing. Amazing. Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's really good? Like, this is crazy. And this is someone who was a professor hired to teach. A professor hired to teach kids. She's chasing people with machetes. Unbelievable. Just to read here for you guys, it says Rodriguez has been relieved of her duties at Hunter College effectively immediately and will not be returning to teach at school. School spokesperson Vice Dimincelli told the Post. So I mean, that's basically the meat and potatoes of this article. I don't really need to read too much more. Good thing she being relieved of her duties. You know, somebody like this actually is a danger to students, could potentially be a danger to students. Any students that disagree with her, clearly, because she keep the machete on her. But yeah, I mean, this is just self-explanatory. I mean, I don't care if you're on the right, the left, the center, the low gravity, high gravity. I don't care where you at. If you condoning this type of behavior, you out of your mind as much as she's out of her mind. You know what I'm saying? Disagree with me, cool. You know what I mean? But from a teacher to a student to conduct herself the way that she did towards these pro-life students, absolutely ridiculous. The school did the right thing in getting rid of her. So it's not really too much to say. You know, justice has been served in that regard. You know, she did something stupid and she won a stupid prize. She lost her job. You know, we'll see what happens next. But that's it for the video, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe when you're at the door. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think about that, what you think about all of this. And until next time, you guys, I'm out of here. Until next time, peace.